Good evening, service crew. Fighting pilot extraordinaire Ace Windfall. Ready for takeoff. Wait, let me redo that. Good evening, service crew. Giovanni Patage, #1 fan. Ace Windfall, ready for takeoff. What's up, Harmonica? Arknight's event is cool. Hell yeah, it is. I don't like how long it is, though. I went back and I watched the VOD just a couple minutes ago of last night to see how bad it was. I don't think it came across that much except for like one instance, but I legitimately was like, not a joke, I was losing my voice when I was done with it. It was kind of fucked up. What's up, Severin? Or is it Sever with a W? I don't know how to pronounce it if it has a W in it, but I saw your thing, so I don't know if I've been mispronouncing this the entire time. Please let me know. I hope both of you, Harmonica and Severin, I hope your Wednesdays are going well. Welcome in, welcome in. We get to get cozy. I got my little Typhlosion plush here with me, as usual. I use the V to avoid confusion with the W. Is it pronounced I am pronouncing it right, though? You read it like a V. Okay. I kind of figured as much, because I was like, I can't think of any way to pronounce this that isn't using it as a V, but I wanted to make sure. Cool. Neat. But the Arknights event it's really neat. It's also hella long. Because, like, yeah, we played 2 whole missions yesterday. Obviously, there's some schmoozing, there's some glitz, there's some glamour. We did some polls and all that other stuff. So it was like 3.5, 4 hours, right, to get through two stages. And that was skipping the after story of stage 2. And obviously, whenever I play Arknights, I read it out loud, and I do my funny voices. I don't know how many of them translate as being different, but I think enough do, so I think it's still fine. And so that makes it a little bit slower than reading through it on my own. But just reading through it on my own, right, I made some tacos today, and while the taco shells were in the oven warming up, which takes about 7 minutes, I put them in and I started reading through the story. And I took them out and I was still reading the story. It took about 10 minutes to read on my own at my own internal reading speed to read the after story that I skipped yesterday at the end. It's messed up, man. It makes no sense to me. I mean, it makes a lot of sense to me, but it's just like, what the? It's good, but it's just like, man, so many times do they hip hop between the same set piece in it. You know the worst part about it? I think the only other thing I've read so far is that stage 2 after story. You know it's messed up. You know it's really long when in that stage 2 after story, they had a flashback. Silence has a flashback to something that happened earlier in the very same story beat. It literally starts with like Ifrit and Rosmontis with the doctor. Then it goes to Silence. Then it goes to Ifrit and Rosmontis with the doctor again. And then it goes back to Silence. And Silence has a flashback to what happened the last time we saw Silence, which was in the same story beat. It makes no sense. It's wild. I hate it. Hey, what's up, Torn? First, congratulations, Torn. You were the first one to say first, so by all rights, you are first. He who called it, balled it. That's what they say. What's up, Seg? Teaching Sophie to play Magic the Gathering. I like how Buddy the Elf couldn't find their way home. Oh yeah, shit, wait. Buddy, get the hell out of here. Where? Buddy, what are you doing? Get out of here, buddy. Whew. There he goes. Thank you. I was gonna do that as a bit, but I legitimately forgot to do that as a bit when I started the stream. So he was just gonna stay there until someone reminded me to get him out of there. I forgot, like when I started stream, I was supposed to be like, okay, what's up guys? Oh shit, Buddy's still here. And then I was gonna kick him out. I just forgot and he just stayed there. Good Lord. I really, but what's up, Seg? What's up, Torn? I hope your Wednesdays are going well. Let me go back and see what was said. I'm more confused right now at how Olyak joined Rhodes now. Did she actually join Rhodes? Because there are a few people that aren't like part of roads, but you can use as an operator, right? Like Silver Ash. Wish we had more stages with the story spread out more. I kind of wish that would happen too, but I feel like that'd be too many stages. Or like that they could like make some of the stages in the EX stages, but that doesn't make sense either. Because you want a satisfying conclusion in your normal stages. You don't want to, like, anything that happens in the EX stages should be extra, so I get why they wouldn't do that. Torn Claim first. Seg, help me get Buddy out. Seg, you're teaching Sophie to play Magic though. What decks are you guys using, Seg? I'm a Magic tertiary in that I've never played it myself. I played Magic Arena, and that was fun. I watched Day 9. I'm not a big Day 9 fan, but my roommate in college was a big Day 9 fan, and so I'm a moderate Day 9 fan, and I watched at one point when like I was into card games, when Magic the Gathering first, like, not when I was into card games, but when Magic the Gathering first, like, Magic the Gathering Arena first came out, and Day 9 showed up on my, like, YouTube recommendations again for some reason, and he was doing, like, I guess he has a show with Geek and Sundry, is the thing, right? Where he just plays Magic the Gathering with people as like an interview thing, and also to showcase Magic the Gathering. I really enjoyed that, so I'm a big like Magic the Gathering fan. I also really like Ristic Studies, and there's probably other ones, but like the YouTube stuff that they do, like the lore of Magic is really neat. Never played it, will never play it. I've talked with people and it's like, oh, how much is a booster box for like Magic? Because I've been playing Shadows Evolve recently, and Shadows Evolve is like $60 to $80 for a booster box. And I was talking with someone and they were like, no, yeah, it's like $300. I was like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean it's $300? That's far too much money for a booster box, sir. That's not even worth it. Maybe it is with Magic. I don't know. Magic the Gathering cards are a scam, it feels like. And especially when like half your deck has to be land or something like that. It's really cool in theory. Kinda lame unless like someone were to hand me a deck. If someone just handed me a deck and said, Ace, this is your deck, let's play, I'm about it. I'm about it. Okay. Mal reviews today. We should do that, Torn. Do you guys want to do Mal reviews today? I think I shit posted about that earlier in the week. We could do that. I'd have to. I don't know if I can find mine. I can just wing it. Put me up there. Wait, I am there in the void behind the background. You can't see it. There's Harmonica. She's in the void. She's in the void. She's in the basement right now. Should have let him stay. You're right. You're right, Chase. I'm sorry. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, get back here. Oh, that's not Buddy. Where's Buddy? Buddy, you can come. Oh shit, where's Buddy? Buddy, you can come back. There you go. Hey, buddy, you can stay for now. I'm gonna have to. There you go. Squish you down there, though. I don't want you taking up too much of the screen. Oh shit, he's like a Jack in the Box. He just pops back up. Let me just. There we go. I guess he's staying. That's fine. That's fine. You can't beat him. He's strong. He's like a yeah, it's like a Jack in the Box. You push him back down, you go, and he pops out with his guitar. He's never played it before. No, wait, take that. Hold on. Reverse that. He popped out with his guitar, which he's playing right now. He's serenading all of us with this lovely background music. Thanks, Buddy the Elf. See, I thought of how to make that into a. It's not a joke, but into a bit. Let's go with that. If it's a joke, but it's not a joke, you just call it a bit. Cause bit's a B word, and B words are funny. Found out there's a Street Fighter crossover, so I'm playing a Kin Commander deck. What the What? When did they start making so many Magic the Gathering crossovers? Is that a recent thing? Cause I know I knew about the Lord of the Rings one, right? Lord of the Rings had like the One Ring and like all those things. I think they made a Harry Potter one recently. No, Doctor Who. There's probably a Harry Potter one as well, but I know there's a Doctor Who one. Apparently there's a Street Fighter crossover. Jurassic Park came out recently as well. Is it just like, is Magic just, I don't want to say creatively bankrupt, that feels very like mean, and I feel like the cards that they're making are very flavorful, but like, how many crossovers have they done in the past, like, year? That's wild. So if he's playing a green life gain deck, ooh, solid. Very, very, what's a good word for it? It's just like, that's a decent, like, starter deck, right? It's like playing a healer or a support in a MOBA. It's like, you know, you get to heal yourself. You get a little bit, like, it's kind of nice. She's getting it faster than I did. I did proxy everyone except Ken. Wait, you actually have Ken, but you don't have anyone else? But borrow this green one from a friend. Oh yeah, proxying. Yeah, but I like having the actual cards. If I was gonna proxy, I would just like play like Magic the Gathering online or whatever, right? You can't really do that in person. You can make also like it's mostly like the just going through the effort of making proxies. Proxying is good though. Like, don't get me wrong. If you are so inclined to proxy, do it, because then you just get to play the game. It's great. It's just like, man, if I wanted to proxy, I'd have to like go to a printer. I don't own a printer, because if I did, I would use it once a blue moon, and every other time I'd have to like go get ink for it, because it would say, Ace, we're out of yellow ink, and I'd be like, I'm printing in black and white, and it's like, Ace, you don't understand. We're out of yellow ink. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, I recommend Service Crew invest in an inkjet printer. It's much better. You just have to deal with toner, and that's much better to deal with. Much better to deal with. Yeah, it's weird. I don't really understand, but the cards with the crossovers are technically reprints of older existing cards. Oh, are they just, yeah, they're just reprints. They're, what's the word? Where they're flavor. It's like, if you were, like, they always have the small text at the bottom, which is, this card is treated as blank, right? It's like, it would be like, the streets. And then in parentheses, it'd be like, this card is treated as a mountain. Something like that. That's kind of neat. It's just a way for them to reprint cards in, like, different flavors. It's 400 to buy outright. Woo! I mean, it's a commander deck, and commander decks are just they're almost double the size of a normal deck in the first place, right? Because 100 cards versus, like, 60. So I kind of get it being more expensive, but, like, 400's a lot. Give me a nice solid, not $1 a card, because, like, some cards would probably be more expensive. Like, let's say, because 400 is $4 a card, and it's like, not a lot of those cards are worth $4. I mean, according to TCG, it probably is, but a nice $200 deck, maybe. Wanted to test the deck first. I have a printer, so I wasted all my ink. Oh, no! All the ink? It's gonna cost you... Seg? Wait. Was it worth it, Seg, when you think about it? You printed your proxies, wasting all of your ink. Now you have to buy more ink. Think of how much money you're gonna have to spend on ink, Seg. It was worth. I don't. Send me the receipt. We'll comp it for you. Don't worry. Refills are $15. What the fuck? You part of a subscription plan there, Seg? What do you mean refills are $15? Holy hell! No printer, 60 lands and sticky notes with card names on the sleeve. That's a smarter idea, Severin. I don't have lands in the first place though, so that's a little bit of my issue. But that is what I've been told. I was playing a friend was doing. We played Shadowverse Evolve, and they decided to proxy their Shadowverse Evolve deck, and that's what they did. They just took their like trash cards. What is it called? Pack fill. And yeah, they printed. They went to the library. Smart. And they printed out their proxies on the library printer and put them on the land and like trash cards and used those. And honestly, I forgot they were proxy until I had to pick one up and read one. I was like, what the fuck? This is a really good proxy. Because they're in the sleeve too, and it's like, you don't really notice it. It's great. Yo, what's up, Vortis? Howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome. Hope your Wednesday is going well. Vortis, what are your thoughts on Magic the Gathering and proxying? You popped in, you get hit with the question. That's how it works tonight. Anytime someone pops in, I have to ask them the question of whatever we're doing. That's the rule. You guys gotta hold me to that. If I don't ask, someone in chat has to ask. And that will be probably even more confusing. Kin is an Aisha of Sparks and Smoke Function. That means nothing to me, Seg. don't know shit about Magic. I know Elish Norn, and I know Time Walk, and I know other cards. What's up, Canadia? Howdy, howdy. Hope your Wednesday's going well. Canadia, in keeping with the thing I just said, what are your thoughts on Elish Norn and Time Walk? Boom, easy enough. Look at that. Just what we're talking about, you hit them with a question. That's how you get engagement, everyone. That's how you get engagement. I think one of my roommates has been cooking fish recently. Ooh, that's unfortunate, because fish just stinks. Did you, are you going to confront them about that? How's that gonna go out? Have they been doing it in like the pan, or are they doing it in the microwave? In the pan is a little bit better. Just have them turn the vent fan on, and it sucks up all the smell. Microwave is kind of bad because that stuff lingers. And then it's like, oh, time to go make popcorn, and then it's like, oh, fish popcorn. I guess, I don't know. I've never microwaved a fish because I'm not a psychopath, so I wouldn't know. I mean, maybe I'm a psychopath, but not because I microwave a fish, right? Important distinction. Sorry if you asked me a question. My brain did not process it. No problem, Vortis. I think the question I asked you was, what are your thoughts on Magic, on proxying in Magic the Gathering? Something like that. How do you feel about Magic, Vortis? Yeah, let's go with that one. I have no idea because I just smell something bad from my room with the door shut down a hallway from the kitchen. Ooh, if it's just something bad, it might not even be fish. It could be murder. I don't know why that's where my brain went to, but it could be anything. Maybe a sewer line broke. Maybe they burned popcorn. Like, if it's just something bad, it could be anything. It could be a rotting corpse. It could be zombies. Maybe you're in a zombie apocalypse, Harmonica. You don't know. You shouldn't make assumptions that it's fish. Unless it smells like fish, but that's more specific than just saying it smells bad. Honestly, Magic the Gathering wouldn't have been my first choice. It's just what my friends play. Very fair. It's Magic the Gathering is the Street Fighter of card games, in that it's just what everyone knows. It's pretty solid. It might not be for everyone, but it's something that, like, if you show to someone else, they'll be like, oh, I know what that is. And it's like everyone can kind of get into it. Like, I get it. I'm new to TCG. Well, welcome in. I'm fairly new to TCG too, Sig. I don't know. I've never played it. My brother likes it though. Oh, cool. I was like, yeah, I haven't really played much Magic myself. I played Magic the Gathering Arena, and I mentioned, like, I watched Day 9, whatever his show was on Geek and Sundry, where he would just, like, play Magic against people, and would, like, because Day 9 is a very good host, I think is the best word to use. Like I said, my roommate in college, in, like, flight school, really, really liked Day 9. And because he liked Day 9, I watched Day 9. Because he had a projector, and as, I don't know, a roommate bonding thing we did was on Mondays, Day 9 would do, like, Day 9 is, like, famous from StarCraft. And on Mondays, he would do, like, some kind of, like, Meme Monday or something, where he'd ask his viewers, like, the week before, like, hey, here's the meme for this week, or whatever. It wasn't Meme Monday, it was something like that. And he would tell his viewers, hey, go play a game, but you have to do this. Like, go play a game, but you have to rush nukes, and you can only use nukes, right? And, you know, I get to flight school, he's there, and he's like, hey, Ace, I want to show you something. And so he hooked up the projector, and we watched it together, and it's like, I know nothing what's going on. I don't know what a StarCraft is. But Day 9 is a very entertaining personality, and so, like, every Monday he would put it up on the projector and we would watch it, the stream on it, and it was like, this is enjoyable content. And then, like, later on, he just popped up in my, like, feed, and I've seen people talk about him here and there. It's just like, I don't actively watch Day 9. I can't think of the last time I watched Day 9, but he's a quality host, quality entertainer. You're old? How did you tell, Harmonica? How did you tell? Could be anything. It could even be fish. The smelly smell that smells smelly. I played MTG. I got into it with friends playing Commander-type games. Those are... Whenever people talk about MTG, that's the biggest thing. It's like, everyone always talks about Commander. I think it's just because it is more... Because it's 4-player. Commander being 4-player, Commander being 100 cards, and, like, it being less... I don't know the word. Like, you have more cards to choose from, and you can be a lot more creative in your picks. Definitely makes it, like, the intro thing, even if, like, the price might be a little steep. I know they make, like, Commander duo or quad decks, like, as intro decks. I don't know how good they are. They're, like, probably exceedingly average. That's kind of cool. Whenever people talk about it, it's almost always that they play Commander. I don't know many people that play normal Magic the Gathering, honestly. Probably just because, like, if you're playing normal, if you're playing, like, Draft, it's just that's a lot more cost to sink in because you have to buy boxes to keep up. Whereas Commander's just like, I have my deck. Maybe I get one new card from the new expansion, that kind of stuff. The singleton format. I forgot about that. Yeah, you can only have one of each card, too. So... you don't have to get, like, oh, I have to buy a play set. I have to buy, what, 3? Is 3 the play set in Magic? It's either 3 or... No, it's 4. It's 4 in Magic, I want to say. It's like, man, I gotta buy 4 of these cards that are 20 bucks each. $80? 20 bucks is conservative, too. Like, some of them can get real expensive. Yeah, there's, like, a lot of creativity and everything that just makes it work. The same 6 cards over and over. I know, right? And, like, there's so many, It's just creative is the best way to put it, yeah. Like, oh, here's my commander. And your commander can be, like, anything, right? It doesn't have to be, like, a planeswalker or something. It can just be literally any card you want it to be, right? And you just start with them. They're, like, your little buddy that you always just have in your hand, effectively. And you just put them into play, and it's like, boom, now I got rats. Because that's one of the decks I know. Another friend of mine is, like, they play Magic, and they were explaining, like, the deck they really like, and I think it was rats. It was one of those, like, black mana, summon a lot of small dudes, and I think it was rats. Oh, it has to be a legendary creature? Oh, I didn't know it had to be legendary. But that's interesting. Some that have partner commanders. What is that? What's a partner commander? Is that like you can, like, co-op? Or is it... No! I think I know this. It's something else. It's some weird mechanic, right? They're, like, the only type that ignores the singleton format. Wait, what? So, like, you can have double? Like, 2 rats? You get 2 commanders, basically? What the fuck? That's cheating. That ain't how that works. Rat deck is full of rats. It's pretty great. Filled to the brim with rats. That's how I want to go out. Speaking of rats, there's no segue here. I'm just making something up. Speaking of rats, how about that Epithet erased? Anyway, let me stop clogging chat. No, you can keep clogging. You can keep clogging chat, Seg. What's up with you? Great question, Seg. Speaking of rats, Epithet erased. I watched it. It was good. So, flashback to circa... Hold on. Discord. Arknights. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll down. October 25th. The Arknights character... Cement. Cement. No, Cement. I was gonna say, I forgot which one it was. Cement comes out. And I'm told by Service Cream and Harmonica, they deduce that, oh, Cement is voiced by this character from this one show. And they don't put a clip of the show, they put the YouTube video, That Beautiful what is it called? Epithet Erase, That Beautiful Sound, Beetlejuice cover. And I click on it, because I click on every video linked by Service Crew in this Discord, right? I still have McCanadia linked a Ace Combat video essay that I'll probably watch over the weekend while doing my Arknights grinding. I click on every video in there. And so I watched it and I was like, dang, this kind of goes hard. This is kind of a good song. And then I just kept listening to it. And for like the 24 to 48 hours after I first started listening to it, I just kept listening to it and it's burnt into my brain now. And then because of that, I was like, you know what? Something gives me the feeling that I'm gonna really like Giovanni Potage, the dude in the song. And I was right, cause he's never have I ever self-inserted as much as I did there, cause he's just like me for real. He's pathetic, but he's doing his damnedest, and he's got a great affection for his boys. Just like I have a great affection for my service crew. You are my boys and girls and everything else under the rainbow, right? I would kill for you guys, and I hope that you guys would kill for me too. That's how it works. Reciprocal, right? Simpatico. Concrete. That's concrete, baby. We're great at crime. It's so good, right? Arson's kind of overrated. My boy. Wait, Arson's kind of overrated. Oh wait, is that one of the is that part of the ED? Arson's kind of overrated. Do they say that? I don't know the ED as well. I've only listened to it the 7 times, right? And it's really I've only listened to the 4 times because the first 4 episodes and the next 3 episodes are part of like it's interesting. Okay, let me get into this. For those that don't know, Epithet Erased is a Verve original cartoon that I don't think we'll ever get a season 2, but I think they made a radio play out of season 2. That's not important right now. That's jumping forward, Ace. Hold it back. Okay, so I think it's a Verve original cartoon, which, judging from the fact that I'm pretty sure Verve is dead and buried, we're not getting anything else out of it. But I watched it, and it was very, very good. The thing that surprised me is that it switched main characters? Like, okay, you open the first episode, and it plays the intro song. It's like, look out! Dun 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 dun. I don't know the words of the song. I only listened to it like 7 times. I'd have to listen to it like a lot more, right? But in the opening thing, you see Molly, aka Bear Trap, and you know, when the show starts, you see Molly, aka Bear Trap, and you're like, oh, she's the main character. She's who you're gonna be rooting for this entire time. And you know, you kind of get the sense of it from the opening and from listening to that beautiful sound 48,000 times. You kind of know what's gonna happen. Like, Molly is your main character. You know, she might be a little bit meek, you know, but you know, she's gonna stand up for herself because she's gonna learn to stand up she's going to learn to stand up for herself because Giovanni Potage, the other dude in that beautiful sound who's doing the main thing, like, he's pathetic, but you know, they kind of lift each other up, right? They're a good tag team duo of Giovanni is like teaching Molly the ropes, and Molly's like, yeah, you can do it, boss. And it's like, ooh, it's perfect. They're so adorable together. I love it. So then it goes through and it's like, okay, boom, people got magic abilities. They're called epithets, right? It's just superhero stuff. It's like, you either have magic powers and they can be anything, or you don't and you're a Mundi. And if you have magic powers, they can be something cool, like you make small buildings and all the buildings have special abilities. Basically, you can make tower defense games. Epithet, excuse me, not Epitaph. Sorry. I'm probably gonna fuck that up quite a few more times. Thanks for the check, Harmonica. It's a serialization of a TTRPG session. I know, right? Is it I actually wanted to ask this. I didn't do my due diligence yet in as far as like looking up other stuff. Is it actually based on like the creators like TTRPG sessions or anything, I wonder? Because it is very much like whenever it shows that top-down view, it's straight up just from Roll20. It's not one-to-one with the campaign. Oh, but it is based on something? Oh, that's interesting then. That explains a whole lot then. Some of the characters from the game, but many are new. Ooh, that's really neat. That explains a lot of like the decision and like, you know, bullets only do like the way that they show damage numbers and the way that they have a top-down view, which is straight out of Roll20, and you know, showing their stamina and their, what is it? Stamina, something, and creativity. I don't remember what the second one was, right? But like they all have their little stats and everything and all their powers, so that makes a lot of sense. They played what's known as anime TTRPG that they played on Twitch. There's some changes to make the plot more cerebral and also cut down on gamer moments. Good to hear. That's neat though. That would explain like Giovanni as, okay, so like I said, if you have an epithet, excuse me, epithet doesn't sound right to me. I'm probably saying it wrong. But epithet, like epithet, there it is. Like I'm from Spain, from the Basque region of Spain. That's not right. What region of Spain has the THs? That's not Basque. It's the one place. Barcelona. That's not either. Epithet. You mean it's not all of Spain? I think there's one part of Spain that does it a lot more than other parts. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so they have epithets, and they can be anything from something really cool, like making tower defense towers from a tower defense game that like do cool stuff, to, you know, soup. Cause now that you say, I can 100% see someone out there as just like, I'm gonna make a funny character and his ability is soup, right? It's like, that is straight up just from a D&D session. And you know the worst part? At the end of the session, they're the best character. That's like the Sam Riegel of like your D&D character, right? Where you make someone who's initially funny, but at the end they have their big like moments and everyone's so sad about them at the end. Like the fucking there are many a D&D story about like, oh, I made this funny character called Butts McGee, the little gnome that plays the flute, and he only says 3 words, and at the very end, they're like, oh, Butts McGee, you're dying, and he's like, he's playing his flute, and everyone starts crying, right? That's just how D&D works. It's kind of beautiful, the way that you can like get invested in a character that is for all intents and purposes a joke. Barrier. My ability is barrier. The fact that like Mira and Barrier just show up and then they disappear was wild to me. Because now that I know it's a D&D campaign, I'm assuming that Mira and Barrier, whatever his name was. His name is Barrier. His name is Professor Barrier. They were probably, you know, DM characters. They were the villain they had to fight, right? And then that means like, so more than likely that means the main characters, the people that actually played were Molly, Giovanni, Ramsey, King, Percy King, Dr. Sleep, maybe? I don't know about Dr. Sleep as much, whatever his name was. All those ones. Or like English with a TH sound. Love the meme 1 of the Clown Guy Session 1v20. Wait, Clown Guy Session 1v20? I don't know what this one is. One of my greatest characters is called fucking Long Johnson. That's a standard D&D name. Why is Will Ferrell on stream? What's up, Static? That's Buddy the Elf. He's playing the background music right now. Static, per what I said early in the stream. Static, what are your thoughts on Epithet Erased? You join the stream, you get asked a question based on the context of the story that we're talking about right now. We're talking about Epithet Erased. Excuse me, I might have fucked that up. Oh! Okay, so your name is Slap Happy Jack? Slappy for short. And you're a furbolg barbarian who was raised by clowns. Yes, okay, sure. Slappy, what do? I pie the troll. Like that. Thank you, Harmonic. That's exactly what I was thinking of when you said look in stream chat, and it's just the fucking, it's some bullshit joke character that's just like, yeah, I'm gonna pie them in the face, haha. And at the end they have a heroic sacrifice, and it's just like, that's D&D. It's kind of great. The title sounds like a sneeze. Okay, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. I don't know why. I guess I can see that. I could see that like as a they do their little like intersperse, like whenever what is it, an eye catch in the show. They do like an eye catch every so often, and during it the character says the name of they say the name of the show. And I could see if it were ever picked up for a season 2, it won't be. If it were, one of them would be like like that, and they'd sneeze. So that's a good answer. That's a good answer. But like the way that all the characters are just really good. I just like it. Can I fangirl over Giovanni real quick? I think that's the most important one. I already said, like, not only is he literally me, but literally, like, hold on. He's great. I love his ability. The fact that, like, not necessarily the soup is good too, but just like the idea that, oh, once I hit someone 13 times, or once I hit someone 12 times, the 13th one, that does extra damage. It's like, that's so fucking goofy. Like, just the entire idea of, like, it's just a silly ability, and it's just like, that. I don't know how to describe it, and it just like, the way that they set things up and it pays off is so well done. Here, look at this. Look at this. He's literally me. He's got the switch the hair color, but we have the same beard scruff. He's got the same medium long hair that kind of gets behind his neck a little bit. He's wearing a jacket just like me. He's wearing jeans just like me. We're even in the same pose. Oh my. I love him. He's great. Every time. And the fact that he, like, the first 4 episodes are about Molly and Giovanni in a museum while people are trying to steal a magical amulet. And then the last 3 episodes do not involve Molly anymore. She becomes a side character, basically. But they still involve Giovanni, because now he's trying to sell the amulet. And it's great. But then he gets kicked out because then it switches from him to being on Percy and Ramses, which also fantastic characters. Percy's fantastic. You know, one of the best parts about the show is the big conference. Basically, it's 2 arcs. Season 1 is just 2 arcs. It's the first 4 episodes and the last 3 episodes, which is why I wish there were more. But I like that in both instances, at the end of the arc, they spent their budget. The entire show is played out in PNG form like this. Like, hey, bad chap, what's going on? I'm calling you on the phone right now. And then he'd like flip around every so often, like whenever he's moving, he'd be like, oh, I don't know how I can do this easily. I don't have this bound. Transform. Flip point. Like, hey, bad chap, like stuff like that, right? It's all PNG. It's literally like me, right? But at the end of the arc, during the final climatic battle, they just blow their budget and they have a beautiful like animated sequence. And it's so cool. I'm rubbing elbows with greatness right now with my hero. Who is this guy? He's like 7.5 ace with units. With units? Why is it with units? Buddy cop symmetry. Oh my god. You guys think Giovanni? You guys think I could? You guys like think that I could be part? I could like join the Bonsai Blasters, and that Giovanni would join the service crew. Like, what if we like joined each other's organizations? Wouldn't that be kind of cute? I've never heard of this show. Don't worry, Torn. Neither did I until like 2 weeks ago. You can go watch it on the YouTube. It's 7 episodes long. It literally looks like this. It's literally just PNGs on screen. It's as I've learned, it's someone's anime RPG session turned into a show. And the majority of it is just very like it's just PNGs moving around. Very good PNGs. This is one of the PNGs. I stole it from the internet and I'm putting it on stream so I can be with my hero. Look, he's even looking up at me. Look at the eye line right now. He's looking up at me. Jesus Christ. You're such a fucking fangirl. But like, it's very. I can't recommend this enough. If you're like me, and you like characters, which most people like characters, I feel like that's a no-brainer. I feel like you might like it. Just watch the first episode. You'll know if you like it on the first episode. Honestly, it's very neat. I'm gonna be real. I watched it for Giovanni, and I'm glad I did. But it introduces so many other characters. It's like, hey, this is pretty cool. There's Giovanni, he's part of the Bonsai Blasters. He's a Bonsai Blaster captain, which is the Bonsai Blasters have 7 ranks, and Blaster is like the 4th or 5th rank, below Vice President. Like, the Bonsai Blaster ranks are, oh fuck, what are they actually? I want to look them up real quick. It literally makes no sense. They just made these fucking ranks up. It's great. Valedictorians, Senpais, Vice Principals, Captains, Blasters. Wait, no, where is it? There's nothing that just Control F, Senpai. Okay, so it's Baron, Senpai, Valedictorian, Associate Justice, Vice Principal, Captain, and Blaster. He's Captain, which is the 2nd lowest rank. It makes no sense, their titles or anything. They're literally just, it's a pyramid scheme. He's the fucking 2nd rung of a pyramid scheme, because you have to pay $50 a month to be a fucking Bonsai Blaster. And he's like, I'm gonna be a villain. I'm gonna be so cool. I'm gonna be the baddest villain there is. But he can't be a villain. He's too nice and he's too considerate and he loves his boys so much. And he's like, and his boys love him. It's so wholesome. He'll be like his boys will talk about, like, he has Molly, the main character, tied up at the very first episode. Maybe the 2nd episode, I don't know, 1st or 2nd episode. Molly's tied up, and like he leaves, and the boys are like there talking about him, and Molly throws thumbtacks on the ground, and the boys are like, we gotta go stop that kid, and they're like, oh, hold on there, don't forget what boss said about safety, and they start reaching down and picking up the thumbtacks, because it's so adorable. It's just perfect, like, it's wholesome. Giovanni and his little Bonsai Blaster minions. It's so wholesome. It's great. Okay, what did I miss? I was gushing there for a little bit too long. Would have been a really fun series if Jello was given more than the most basic funding help. At the very end of the last episode, they say that it costs like $250,000 to make, and like a fair amount of that came out of their own pocket. So it's like, damn. No wonder Verve got shut down. I don't know anything about this show, but I like listening to you talk about it. Thank you, Fortis. I hope you enjoy me fangirling. It introduces Giovanni, and that's all it needs to. For real, Severin. He's perfect. I knew it. I knew he'd be perfect from the moment I watched that music video, because I was like, he's got the perfect amount of boy failure energy. And Molly is such a good like sidekick to him. I hate to call Molly a sidekick, but like in my eyes, she is. The blind tavern guy is really funny. He was pretty good. I liked it. The blind tavern guy that like whenever Percy King says, "Okay, don't let this criminal get out of your sight," and he's like, "No problem. I'm blind, so they're always out of my sight, I guess. And then he picks up and he cocks his gun or whatever. Like, I don't know. He's a goofy little character. He served his purpose well, the blind tavern guy. I think he said more things. But whenever the blind tavern guy pulled out a shotgun that had soup as ammo, I knew that Giovanni was going to show back up. Because I was like, dude, soup mentioned? And he does, and he turns the soup to fire. Or he turns the soup into hot soup, which makes the fat guy spit out the soup. The more I say it, the more obvious it is that this is a fucking anime TTRPG. It's so like, it's so goofy. Is Omegle shut down? I haven't heard anyone talk about Omegle in so long, Torn. If it is shut down, try, probably shouldn't say that one. What's the one I'm thinking of? What do people do, whenever you see videos online, there's some Omegle other thing, right? Because you'll see videos online every so often about, like, two strangers meeting in, like, a video chat thing, and, like, one has a guitar, and then they just play the guitar. You know what I'm talking? You know the videos I'm talking about, right? Where it's like, what do you like? It will like switch screens and it's Spider-Man. It's like, what's up, Spider-Man? And then Spider-Man will like talk in a really high-pitched voice in like Korean or something, and they're like, whoa, Korean Spider-Man, and then he like webs away. That kind of shit. I know that makes no sense to anyone, but I know that makes perfect sense if you think about it. Just those videos you see about two people interacting in a Omegle-esque space. So if not Omegle, there's another one. What is it? Chat Roulette. Chat Roulette. That's the one. So if Omegle's shut down, use Chat Roulette. If that's still around. That also might be shut down. Also, I'm going to go back and answer that first question you asked me that I missed. I'll answer your question. Where I can watch the VOD that... when I can watch the VOD that is. Oh, got it. No problem, Vortis. This organization is a pyramid scheme. Yeah, it is. It's great. It's perfect. It's like, of course, Giovanni would let himself get tricked into a pyramid scheme. Also, they had to get dropped off by one of their mothers for their first thieving job. It's great. I also noticed whenever Giovanni is, I think this is episode 5, whenever he's talking to Ramsey for the first time, and his mom interrupts him, or he yells at his mom after the fact, and it's like, Mom, can I use the car? It's just Giovanni's voice. Giovanni's doing his own mother's voice. It's perfect. And he teleports behind you? He has that ability? He's great. He's so good. He uses a baseball bat, one of the coolest weapons, because baseball is America's pastime, and baseball as a concept, as an ideology, is one of the coolest things out there. A foil? Yeah. Severin, that's the perfect way to put it. Molly and Giovanni are foils to each other. Where Giovanni is an idiot for all intents and purposes. Or not an idiot. That's way underselling. But he's childish and he's pathetic. But he has convictions and he believes. And Molly does not believe in herself, but she is very adult and she's very smart about like doing things. And together they form a whole person, maybe even a person and a half. And that's what you want in like a duo, where they fill in each other's weak spots. Where Molly can be like the brains to Giovanni's weird creativeness, and Giovanni can be like, well, come on, Bear Trap, you gotta believe in yourself a little bit more. I don't know about that one. Like, I don't do a good Giovanni. I don't remember what he sounds like, honestly, because he wasn't in the last 2 episodes. Last 2 episodes were all about Ramsey and Percy fighting Zora, who is cool as hell. Percy's cool, Zora's cool, Ramsey's pretty cool. Ramsey had a cool ass moment. When Ramsey turns to, spoilers, when Ramsey turns to gold and wins the day. That's not too big with spoilers, just because I know some of you might not have seen Epithet erased, and you might want to go back and watch it now. Or maybe you've seen it before, maybe you want to go back and watch it. I don't know. It's pretty neat, though. Zora has a really cool theme. You mean like music theme or like overall theme? Because I agree with overall theme. I don't know what their music theme sounds like. Unless their music theme is just the ending theme that they use for episodes 5 through 7, in which case I agree. She has a personal song? Ooh. Is it the cowboy one? I saw that pop in my YouTube recommendations, but I never actually watched it. Because I full disclosure, I literally finished the show an hour and a half ago. Just beat Borderlands 1 for the first time. Nice job, Torn. Was it worth it? Was it good? Did you enjoy it? I could never get into Borderlands because the whole looter shooters make my brain go. Because just give me one gun. Why do you give me 6 guns that have slightly different stats? Unskippable credits. Ooh. Get Dark Souls 2, nerd. It was pretty fun. Nice. It seems like a very fun, the writing is really good in Borderlands from what I've been told, and from the bit I've played. Especially if you like the kind of humor that they're going for. And it has, is that where it has the one dude? Smiling Jack, Happy Jack, something like that, right? In music, let me see. Countdown! Zora Villain song. Ooh. Listen to that later. That's a surprise tool that'll help me later when the stream's over. The nice part about Borderlands is that the guns are just really weird and cool. There's too many. I get choice paralysis, I think, is the other part. It's like, not only is there like, they're all similar but different, it's just like choice paralysis too. I can't do Borderlands. I'm not that smart. I'm not that Zoomer brain too. That feels insulting to say that. So I apologize. But like, it's too much for me. I get overloaded with all those like numbers. So looter shooter means you get more weird and cool ones. That is kind of true. That you just get random things. And random things can be pretty, like, they can range from okay to that's kind of fucked up. And so when you get a that's kind of fucked up gun, it's pretty neat. You thought of DS2, I thought of Assassin's Creed. Which one? All of them? Or the first one? I haven't played Assassin's Creed since it came out, Torn. I played 1 and then all of 2. And then I never touched anyone else. When I say all of 2, I mean all the Ezio ones. As in 2, 2, and 2, 3. I don't know what the names were, but I played those ones. And then I think they stopped caring about Desmond. I don't know if Assassin's Creed 3 had Desmond in it at all. When I played Assassin's Creed 1, when it came out, it was so cool. Because at the end of it, Assassin's Creed, okay? It's all about Desmond going and reliving one of his ancestors' past lives. In this case, Altair. And at the end of Assassin's Creed 1, I think you have to 100% the game. Because at the end of Assassin's Creed 1 main story, the people who kidnap Desmond, like, you're going in and out of a virtual reality machine, basically. And at the end of the main game, the people who captured you, they leave. And as Desmond, you can just go into the machine or go out of the machine, and that's it. But then if you go in the machine and you 100% all the little, like, missions and other things in the machine, when you come out, Desmond can use Eagle Vision, or whatever it's called, right? And it's like, whoa! So me, playing the game, young little Ace, I'm like, oh, yo. So next game, or like, if it's a trilogy, in the third game, we get to play as Desmond in modern day. Not modern day, actually. It's like future day, and do some cool ass future day shit. That's what I was hoping for. And then Assassin's Creed 2 comes out, and it's like, okay, cool. Now we're in the Renaissance. That's kind of neat. And they're looking for like the Apple of Eden or something. And like, they're like, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. And then they make Assassin's Creed 2, and then they make 2, 3, and I was like, I don't think we're gonna see Desmond do anything. They like kept like, it felt like they kept shoehorning him out because people just want to do the cool historical stuff, which is fair, which is extremely fair. That is the majority of the gameplay, and the story, like, most people probably didn't care about it. I did though. I was a Desmond stan. Even though Ezio was pretty fucking cool, so Ezio also gets some props too, right? But like, then 3 came out, and I don't know if they've used Desmond since 2. Was he in 3 actually? I actually don't know. can someone explain to me the Assassin's Creed 3 and beyond lore? 3 is where you play as like a Native American assassin, right? Something like that. You play as like a cool like dude, like a frontiers person almost. In games like that, I just look for the weapon with the highest damage versus speed. That's a good plan for it. It's like just focusing on one thing when you're playing like a Borderlands or a looter shooter. Smart. My assault rifle starts shooting at homing rockets. It's too much. My brain doesn't work with guns. I just can't do it. Homing rockets. 1 through 3 were amazing. I heard good things about Black Flag as well. I've heard good things about the series in general. I don't know. It's just history assassinations now, which if you into that, it's cool. I don't know if they've like done anything new or interesting with it, but like if you just want to like look and like check out cool past events and like it's really neat, but I don't think it's done anything new. You know what I mean? And this is just my opinion. And this is not insulting at all, because what it's doing is fine. But it's just like, you go in, you assassinate people, but this time you're in like Greece or something. So it gets a little samey for me. Again though, haven't played it in like a decade plus, so. I've only played Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and it's the best one. That's all I know. Why? Black Flag was absolutely amazing. Why is Black Flag the best? Is it because you don't play it? Is it just because you're straight up just playing as an assassin on a boat, and it's just you get to boat around and stuff? I like to ask this question to people. If you could have one piece of technology from video games and it works, what would you pick? I say the Animus. What would you use your Animus for, Torin? Just to go check out your ancestors' lives? Animus is pretty cool. Animus is the instrument from Assassin's Creed, if my memory serves correctly, just for people like me who don't know. Even though I'm the one who's saying that I'm pretty sure it's that. I might go with something that allowed me to become immortal. Robordo. Become immortal Robordo. Like, become an immortal robot, but you want to be cute with how you said robot. The brain scan from Soma or something. No. I couldn't do... The brain scan seems interesting. I think I would have too much of a existential crisis if I was doing that one, personally. Oh, you would get the Animus just so then you can like go back in time and be like, he didn't say that. You go back to how Elvis died and you're like, you didn't die in the toilet, did you? You died from a heart attack when I, Torn, showed up in front of you. Because you were surprised. Huh. Writes it down in a notebook. How peculiar. How bizarre. That's a good question, though. If you could have any piece of technology from a video game and it works. Ooh. What video games do I have? Hold on, let's open up Steam real quick. The Mjolnir armor and Spartan enhancement from Halo. That's not bad. Do you have to get the trauma that comes with it, though? I feel like if you're just getting the armor without the trauma, it's not worth it. You have to get the trauma. It really adds. Did they say they're making season 2? I thought it was just a book. What's up, Wisteria? What are your thoughts if you were... Well, I have to keep it up. If you could have any one piece of technology from a video game and it works, what would you pick, Wisteria?